To extra perspective tonight, more than 1,500 pounds of methamphetamine have been seized in our region this year. The Drug Enforcement Administration has led a massive crackdown on the illegal trade of the drug, including here in El Paso. But as ABC 7's Madeline Ottley reports, the pandemic has changed the landscape for both agents and cartels.
The drug traffickers have not stopped. They're going to continue to do business. They just take more chances now.
It's been about 8 months since North American borders were closed to non-essential traffic to slow the spread of COVID-19. Since those border restrictions took effect, the number of personal vehicles coming into El Paso from Mexico has dropped by about 60%. That's according to the U.S. Department of Transportation. But the DEA's acting administrator, Timothy Shea, tells me cartels are adapting to keep getting drugs across. In El Paso, they're banking on methamphetamine.
Meth is by far the biggest threat here in El Paso, but it's also a huge threat around the country.
In February, the agency launched Operation Crystal Shield to tackle the problem. El Paso was one of 8 regions selected for the program.
One of the biggest challenges is, you have very close to here 3 major Mexican cartels operating in the same relatively small geographic area. That's fairly unique. It's a transshipment point where you see meth in large volume coming through and going to the other parts of the country. That's a big problem.
Shea says border restrictions slowed the drug trade at first, while cartels learned new strategies.
It was previously smaller shipments, the more frequent times they would try to do it in vehicles and others. Now they've done larger shipments, they've taken greater risks.
Shea says cartels are also building stockpiles, but they still cash in while the supply is tight. Pre-pandemic, 1 pound of liquid meth could cost about $2,800. When COVID first hit, the price more than doubled. And the drug is versatile.
Methamphetamine can be imported both, in powder form and pressed into pills, or what a lot of people don't realize is in liquid form.
We've seen it inside of transmission fluid and mixed in with paint, mixed in with roofing, sealant, any type of bottled water, inside of Mexican juice products, Mexican candy, inside of hollow pipes.
We've even seen it in the form of candles where they suspend the crystal meth and the meth in candle wax, and then they melt it down and convert it back into drugs.
Take a look. This is a fuel tank removed from a car with liquid meth in solution. Just last month, the El Paso FBI made its largest liquid meth seizure in our region. More than 500 pounds were found in one car. That's more than $1 million. As cartels get more creative, agents must get smarter and work harder to make sure they're staying safe.
Any potential exposure can be super dangerous to the agents. So they have to at least put the most basic protection on.
Agents wear personal protective equipment like this before heading in to inspect a seizure. They'll then collect evidence for prosecution. These agents gave me a chance to try it on.
We're stripping this suit down to make sure that no area of the body is exposed, and so everything here is airtight.
It's not as light as it looks.
This suit traps in all of your body heat, which is not easy to walk in when you're underneath this El Paso sun. But it's not practical when you consider you're protecting yourself against life-threatening chemicals.
They have to be prepared to, in the event of an agent succumbing to something, whether it's physical or a chemical, they have to be able to pull the agent out, decontaminate the agent prior to transporting to medical facility, because they can't contaminate the ambulance, they can't contaminate the hospital.
Back at the border, restrictions remain in place. But once they're lifted, the DEA knows cartels will be aggressive and try to push those stockpiles across the border.
If we're going to deal with the problem in the United States, El Paso is a ground zero for much of this.
A key battleground in the war against cartels. Madeline Ottley, ABC 7.